This story is going to show that if you hear voices or sounds around you while in a house, you may not be as crazy as you might think. Now, in 2016, a young man that we're going to call Alex started looking for a new job. As he was walking around town, going door to door trying to find a job, he stumbled across a wine bar cafe that basically hired him right on the spot. He would begin working there a couple of nights later, and while he was organizing everything, make sure everything was clean and ready to go for that night, he started noticing that he was hearing what sounded like little kids running around upstairs. And then he remembered that the boss said that above them was, a house that was attached to the bar. While he was continuing to get ready for the night and get everything stocked up and good to go, he started noticing there was really loud voices coming from upstairs, and it was really just kind of distracting and almost invasive. And he would eventually go to his boss and complain about it. When he told his boss this, he kind of just looked at Alec like, "What are you talking about, man? We haven't had anyone living above the bar in almost 10 years. Nobody's moved in since the accident happened." Though Alec's boss would say that nobody had lived up there in about 10 years, he would call the police just to have them come check it out, just in case there were squatters up there. But when they went up there, they didn't find anything. They just found layers of dust on what furniture was up there and on the floor, and it was completely undisturbed. Alec was curious about what the accident was that happened, but he didn't really press his boss time because they were getting ready to open, so he left it alone. But the following day, he started asking people in the general area, the locals, exactly what the accident was that happened above the bar 10 years ago. The story that Alec heard from the locals was 10 years ago, a young woman and her two small children lived in the house that was above that bar. And one night when she was taking a shower, she slipped and fell and hit her head in the shower, and she died on impact, basically from blunt force trauma. With nobody to really check in on her or look after the kids, the two small children would actually starve to death with their mother lying dead in the bathroom. This story would line up with what Alec was hearing upstairs, with the small feet running around, which sound like small children playing, along with the yelling that could be coming from a single mother trying to raise two small children. What's not explained is how he was hearing those things 10 years after the accident.